Straight out to Dave Hall, a good friend of the victim, Travis Alexander. This is already a frustrating experience. What are your frustrations as a man who loved this guy who was brutally and viciously murdered by this woman?
Well, it is frustrating to be going back through this whole scenario again. And, you know, it conjures up frustrations at the previous jury because they deliberated for only 13 hours before throwing in the towel and saying, you know, we just can't make this work. And now here we are 17 months later, still many more months to go, millions and millions of dollars spent during this time to make one decision. I think they should have put in a little bit more time and finished the job the first time.
Well, Wendy Murphy, former prosecutor, all it takes is one person. In the last case, when she was convicted and then they deliberated whether she'd live or die, it was 8 to have her killed and 4 against. But in this go-round, all they need is 1. And we know statistically it is harder to put a woman to death. Since 1976, only 14 women have been executed in America versus 1,300 men.
Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly like the death penalty, but I don't like sexism either, even when it works to the advantage of women who don't deserve it. It's just not right. Look, I don't think any juror is going to be able to say, I don't have strong feelings about this case. The question they should be asked is not, do you have feelings? It's, did you have an erection during the first trial? That's really the problem here. No, look, I'm serious.
What do you mean by that?
The erotic,
what do you mean by that?
Look at the erotic nature of the trial. What I called the frenzy in the boxers, the fact that she was playing to the pornography of the jury, that a lot of the guys couldn't quite vote to kill her because they couldn't think of killing their favorite porn star. That's a problem in this case.
Wendy, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Hold on. Just give Adam Thompson a chance to respond. Okay, finish, Wendy, and then we'll give Adam a chance to respond. Go ahead.
My point is that the 2 advantages this time around are there won't be television, so she won't be hamming it up because she'll get no juice out of that, number 1. And number 2, because the question will be, did you kill with extreme atrocity or cruelty, it really doesn't matter that she was laying in bed, you know, and oral sex was going on. That's not going to be relevant this time around. Hallelujah!
You've made your point, Adam Thompson, attorney. Respond to this idea that somehow sex and the graphic nature of this trial made it impossible for male jurors to sentence her to death.
I think that's nonsensical. Listen, you know, the bottom line is this. This is such a sensational case, and the facts are so horrific, and you have a personality like her. I said it around the first time of the trial. The fact that she was on the witness stand for so long, as good as a job as a prosecutor did cross-examining her, and I think we all agree on that, the longer people see someone, the overall horror of things start to take less and less effect, and you get a little numb to it. And I think that's what the problem is. And now, when we see the new jurors being brought in, there's not a person out there that hasn't been exposed to the media, or I'll say your fine book for that example, Jane, that paints such a clear picture of this case and the facts and the nature of it that everyone has an opinion, and it's a strong opinion. So trying to find that small niche of a juror who will say, I know what happened, but I'm able to form an impartial opinion and base it on fact is going to be hard.